We're now at the place where we need to be. We are in the middle of all these iron farms, as you can see. It's a whole lot of them, just like at Bob's base. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of SummitCraft. And the sun is rising in the east, as it does most of the time anyway, in the real world that is. But yeah, enough of that. We are going to be playing again. It's been a long time because I've been having to do a lot of work for university, and I was also playing some other games in the meantime and trying out some new stuff. So yeah, that was why I didn't upload for such a long time, but now I'm back on the server. We've got some new projects to do, and first of all I'm still going to show you how this pyramid turned out, because in the last video we didn't really get to finish it and see what this was all about, because we had been pranked by all the signs, and then I didn't have time anymore to record the last part, and yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, that is why I am now going to show you what actually is into the pyramid, and actually the whole system I built around it. So yeah, let's just throw a single block in here. Whoops, no, that is already off to a great start, because actually I should be throwing it in here. So you throw that in there, it gets picked up by a minecart. Some redstone trickery registers that, and yeah, basically a waterfall drops down because the redstone steel traveled up through that pillar over there. And then you can just swim up into our cool base here, which is still really empty, by the way. And it's also set on a timer, by the way. So yeah, as you can see, it just closed now again. Let's have some delicious cooked fish. Yeah, we got a lot of that because Bob has been working on a guardian farm recently, and he still hasn't set up everything, I believe, but most of the item sorters are in place by now, I think. So he asked me to come over and help clear some fish, because yeah, there was already tons of fish over there. So he asked me to come and collect some fish, and yeah, that's what I did. Now I have tons of cooked fish as well, which isn't a bad thing, of course, because that means we don't really have to worry about food that much anymore, because it has always been kind of a problem, because we don't have a cow farm anymore. Yes, we do, but just that little one with I believe like 5 cows or something. Nobody ever breeds them, which isn't that strange, because MC has actually left the server, which is a little bit sad, but yeah, he can do whatever he wants with his free time, so I'm not mad about it or anything. He must do what he finds fun mostly, because yeah, if he would just be on here and not having fun anymore, that would actually defeat the purpose of this server and the game for him. So it's just good that he admitted he didn't really feel like playing anymore, and now he's just gone, which is absolutely fine by me. And this also means that this whole area is now ours. And I think I'm still going to finish his building over there, and maybe some cool stuff up there, because otherwise it would have all been in vain, which is a little bit sad, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, you probably also noticed those 2 redstone torches. Nice pixel art done by the payphone. It wasn't really a prank, because it didn't send a message on Skype, so I already hopped on the server and spotted it. So yeah, it's not like a surprise anymore or anything. But yeah, nice work. He said he was bored or something, so he just got to my base and he started to build that, which is really cool indeed. But now, yeah, while I was so busy rambling here, I actually stepped through the base already. I also cleared most of the cabbage signs, but as you could see, there were still some over there. But yeah, most of them are cleared, because inside of this area over here there were a lot of cabbage signs. The lag was just insane over here. Also, I've cleared the whole outside of the pyramid finally, which is really cool. Now we can play the game again instead of having like 1 frame per second or so, instead of having to watch a slideshow, as some people would say. But yeah, in here we basically have a lot of empty space. That isn't too difficult to spot, I guess. We have some exposed redstone, so yeah, everything looks like you've moved in from an old building into a new building, basically is what this looks like. So yeah, we really have to furnish all this, or how do you call it, refurbish or something, or lay out the rooms is what I first want to do. And then we're going to decorate it using some paintings, and we are also going to use some cool windows in the sides of the pyramid, actually, because we are going to use some cool blinds, and they are all going to be connected up to one single redstone network, which is basically just a lever, but network sounds a bit more cool. But yeah, all those blinds will be controlled by a lever, which will cause a lot of lag when activated, but then you can just make all the blinds slide up or slide down however you want to, and then the pyramid can be concealed, or it can have windows in it, which I think is going to look really cool. I've already tested it out in creative and it looked really quite cool. But we are not going to work on a pyramid in this episode, most likely. We are actually going to go outside again. As you can see, I've got already some wood, but that's not all the resources I will be needing for this project. Let's hop up. Really convenient way to do it. Yeah, this is also going to change. We are probably going to have a separate exit somewhere over there, so you have to walk upstairs to get out again, which would make sense because you could come up from here to your business, and while you're doing your business you're basically walking upstairs, and from there would be an exit kind of over there. So you can just push a button and a water blade will transport you down, and it's a really cool way to transport down. Actually, it looks really cool, especially in F5 mode. Looks like you're kind of flying on a water carpet, flying down. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm a little bit worried about the server tick lag. Maybe it could be that the water doesn't know where the player is and you just fall through, but we are feather falling, so that isn't a huge deal. But I believe I've been rambling for quite some time now, and instead of just rambling on, we should just get into action. We're going to build a collection area. So yeah, I feel like I'm just going to need to be rambling a little bit more here. Bear with me, because we recently got kind of an update to the server. Well, not really an update, but Bob, the owner of the server, as you probably knew, he decided that the spawn point had to be moved because he wanted to have another city, like kind of a plot world kind type of deal where everybody has his own plot, kind of what already happened at spawn, but now more like a city. So everybody builds like huge buildings, and it creates a cool, nice network of roads and cool skyscrapers or some kind of wizardry. Yeah, he decided to move the spawn point, so now he had moved it to an old iron golem farm. It's not the iron golem farm at his base, however, it's an older one which he built previously, but it's based on the same design by JL2579, the one with the villagers and the water stream leading to a hole in the middle. So not the iron foundry, because that is pretty difficult to build and can be easily broken by updates, but the GL2579 one seems to be really stable. So yeah, he built a lot of those earlier on in the stages of the server, so it kind of looks like the one at his base, except the one at his base is made out of sandstone, while this one is made out of stone brick. But we are going to be making a collection area for the iron, because he asked me to do it, and I said yes, so we should live up to our promises and go there, and that is what we are going to actually be doing. So I'm going to go up there and I will show you what I'm talking about. Alright everybody, we are now at the place where we need to be. We are in the middle of all these iron farms, as you can see. It's a whole lot of them, just like at Bob's base. And it appears to have some damage over here, by the way. Probably from a lightning strike, I imagine. Then the water came out of the holder, or what's the right word for it? Yeah, kind of a holding place where the water is, if you know the standard design. But anyway, in here I've shielded it off from from curious eyes. As you can see, I've used some wood planks to shield it all off. And in here is basically where we are going to be building the collection area, and it's currently under construction by me. So yeah, I wrote some messages over here. Please do not enter this construction site. Danger of breaking limbs and dying. This construction site is under the control of the BlackStone. If you have questions regarding this site, please contact him. Construction will be initiated as soon as possible to make sure the safety protocols are attended to in the right fashion. The BlackStone project lead. And also I can see here is a sign by Bob. Make sure you place a water layer back over, Bob. So yeah, this was all water before, so it took me a whole lot of time to get it all cleared up, but now it's finally cleared up again. As you can see, again I say it's just cleared up. This was already walled in by Bob, I think, so it was pretty easy for me to remove all the water. As you can see, you can still see some sand because I've been using some sugar cane to remove all the water blocks. And then I've been dropping sand in between, but it was pretty difficult to get all the water gone because under here I couldn't just drop sand from above, so there were whole pockets of water which kept flooding the area. So all by all it took a long time to basically dry everything out. But now it's done. As you can see, we have some ugly pieces of granite and cobble left over here, but that is just part of the construction, part of the collection area, because I've already made it in a previous session. I already built all this off camera, just a simple mechanism which shoots poppies, which sorts the poppies out of the iron. As you can see, they go into this rapid firing dropper, and they go down this shaft all the way down to level 0 even, maybe, I think, or a little bit higher than that. But then they just go into a portal because these are the spawn chunks, and that keeps the spawn chunks reloaded, and iron gets sorted into this chest. But as you can see, we already have a problem because it's been running ever since, and all these hoppers are already filling up, so we need to work a little bit quicker here, because otherwise all that iron goes to waste. So yeah, over here we can also see that there has also already been built a portal. It says feel free to move just to sink the other one. If we go through, we can actually go into our nether area where we can access this iron farm. Over there is a villager trading booth, and over here a community project list. This is a guardian farm, pretty cool room built by Bob. It's partly operational, yeah, I thought so. It's not already open to the public. Yeah, it is open, but not everything is finished, I think. What was this again? Yeah, this is the exterior. If we go in here, we actually go to the outside parts of the iron farm. Then we get over here where I already have some chests with construction material, which are going to be using to build that area over there. But let me get back there. Let's just hop back in here. It says under construction, but yeah, we are the project leader, so we can go in here, obviously, otherwise nothing would get done here. So yeah, this is all waiting for me to start building. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Don't worry, I'm going to answer to the payphone in a moment. But yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So see you guys back when I've made some progress over here. Alright everybody, I have now placed all the chests in this place. As you can see, the whole collection area is now kind of done. Not the technical part, but at least all the chests are in. I used the combination of trap chest and normal chest, because otherwise, yeah, they just don't go well together next to each other, which is weird, because you would think if they connect to one another, then the game would recognize that as a whole chest, and you should be able to place normal chest next to it. But yeah, whatever, for some reason it doesn't do that. Maybe it's hard to code or something, yeah. But as you can see, this place still looks really ugly, because you can see the hoppers over there, which is obviously not intended, and all that mess over here. So we are going to close that up over here. We are going to place some oak wood planks over here, and the cobble is obviously going to be torn out and replaced by some other wood type. I'm not quite sure what wood type though, but as you can see, I've also already placed in the floor over here. Those are chests with building material, especially this one. This has more wood. Maybe I need to get some more wood before I start working on here, but I brought some sandstone over as well, and also some regular stone, as you can see, which you can probably convert into stone bricks. So yeah, I think I might be converting some of that into stone and sandstone, because that looks kind of cool and neat, I think. And maybe for the roof we will go for some birch wooden planks or something. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we'll go for slabs or something. But we also need to keep in mind that we have to place that water layer back on top over there, because Bob wanted us to do it. So we will certainly do that. And I see I've forgotten to place in dark oak over here, but maybe I'm going to close this off as well, because otherwise you could pick up some poppies when they are going through this shaft. Because yeah, when you stand right here, the game sometimes gives you the items which are shooting through to an angled pair of blocks like that. So yeah, that's weird behavior, but it's just how it works because Minecraft. And over here I also placed a torch up there, and as you can see, the ice has melted. Luckily it hasn't updated, but we need to replace that, because there is always items falling out of the golems. Like as you can see, I've got some poppies and some random iron ingots which all fell down there. So we need to fix that issue as well, because otherwise we're going to lose a little bit of iron. But as you can see, this chest is already filled up. This one is already on its way. I believe those ones are empty. Yeah, here is some random iron. Oh yeah, I took it all out already. But here is also a lot of iron in there as well. There there, yeah. The hopper behavior is sometimes a little bit weird. It doesn't really distribute it evenly, as you can see, but I don't really know what's up with that. But yeah, it's just another case of just how the game is, I believe. So yeah, you can clearly see the hopper line coming from over there. It goes through here, through these hoppers, and these hoppers obviously all lead into these chests. Just a simple principle: when one chest fills up, the other starts filling up. And this hopper line is going to be connected over here as well. As you can see, I didn't have quite enough wood to make all the chests for the hoppers yet, so that's something we still have to take care of. And yeah, it's all going to go all the way over here. Whoa, that is weird. Did you see that? There just popped up another water bubble, but that was weird. Maybe I have to rewatch the footage, or maybe I'll slow it down now so you can see it. Yeah, it's all going to go all the way over. But anyway, I'm going to continue on here, on doing the work over here. We're going to be changing out those walls with some more interesting type of block, and then I will be back. I found another hidden part of all those signs. Yep, they are going to follow me forever, I think. Just want to mine some obsidian, and I saw all of this. Alright everybody, I finished the room kind of. As you can see, I've laid in the whole roof, and I've also made this complete, because that wasn't filled in before. And I also used some sandstone on the walls, and yeah, some bricks for the roof. And on top of that, I have another layer of stone bricks, because otherwise, yeah, the water would be leaking in, which doesn't really look too cool. And yeah, so I have that, and I also changed up the bottom layer of the chest, because that was all random blocks before. I'll change them to stone slabs. It's pretty cool because stone slabs have kind of a rim, as you can see, and that's the only thing which you can see of them underneath here. So it kind of gives it a unified effect, if you know what I mean. Like, it's all the same color. which makes for a cool texture, one you don't normally see. But enough of that. That is everything in here, kind of to show. Those areas are still not done, so yeah, I also posted, I've written a sign over there and over here as well. So I also cleared up this pathway over here, so you can already access it from the nether. As you can see, I've written here that it's already safe to enter, so you can just enter it. But yeah, we've just seen that, so now let's go to the outside part of the iron farm, and I will show you the collection area from outside. As you can see, beautiful with the beautiful sunset. The sun is rising in the east, as it does most of the time anyway, at the horizon. But yeah, it's over here. It's a little bit of a walk, but we will get there soon. So as you can see, I still have some signs here stating that it's now operational, so you can pause the video if you want to read it. But yeah, it's basically just saying that you can already go down into the collection area. So as you can see, I filled in the water over here. Now it's time to do some polishing up inside. Still, we need to connect those things, and whoa, it's really laggy over here. Don't know really what the problem is with that. Maybe all the entities or something, I don't know. It wasn't that laggy before, probably just because I'm recording. Yeah, when I look the other way, it's also better. Maybe it's processing a lot of stuff at the moment of all these iron golems going in. But anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. We will do some polishing up of that, but that is something I'm going to do in between episodes. So this was Blackstone. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe. It's always appreciated. See you guys next time. Goodbye.